the other side, A, B, C. Have them repeat that back to me. Moving on to cranial nerves 9 and 10. This is glossopharyngeal and vagus. So for this, I am testing to make sure that I can see the soft palate rise and ensure that the uvula is midline. So I would have the patient open their mouth and say ah, and I would check that the uvula is midline and that their soft palate rose when they were saying ah. Then I'm moving on to spinal accessory. So again, I could stand in front of the patient or behind, and I want to have them raise their shoulder, shrug their shoulders while I'm pressing down on their shoulders to show that they can resist the pressure. And then finally, for hypoglossal nerve, cranial nerve number 12, I would have the patient protrude their tongue and say light, tight, and dynamite. So for protruding of the tongue, we're going to have them stick out their tongue and move it from side to side. So, and then say light, tight, and dynamite. Moving on, I will test for sensory nerve function. There are 6 different possible tests that we can use for this, but for this assessment video, I am only going to test for 2. So I am going to do if they can tell me if it's sharp or dull, so the pain test. So I've got a fork here, and on all 4 extremities, I would have the patient close their eyes, and I would press into their skin, tell me if this is sharp or dull, and then sharp or dull. So upon placing the prongs of the fork, they would tell me that it is sharp, and upon placement of the base, they would be able to tell me that this was dull. The other one that I would do is tell me if this is hot or cold, so for temperature. So I would have a hot rag that might be hot on one side and cold on the other. And then on all 4 extremities, I would lightly touch it and say, can you tell me if this is hot or cold? Hot,